Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are training with a ghost on screen, that is me, and my online client Brad. He's been an online client for quite a while, and he actually knew me before I did online training, and my best man, because he followed at my gaming channel, well, mine and my mate's gaming channel that we did at the time. So he's been following me a long time, and he joined up for coaching, and he stuck with me for a while. So he joined me for a session. He came on to Southend, got a session with me, and hopefully I showed him a few things to improve his chest training. But his quality of training was really good. Most people I end up training with for the first time, I have a lot of form issues to correct, but he was really good. He had it pretty much spot on. So first exercise is incline dumbbell press superset flies. I really like this combination to start out a chest workout. And this chest workout I did only 2 days after a previous one that went really hard. But yeah, I still managed to really push out some good reps. And here with Brad, so his name's Brad Martin as well, so you know he's got the name to be huge. But I was showing him here, so he was pressing with his elbows tucked in more, like I spoke about in a previous chest video, and just bringing the elbows out a little bit higher. Targets the chest more. Now I did see an Instagram post the other day saying this was the absolute wrong form and it's really bad for your shoulders, and you get really bad shoulder injuries if you press with your elbows up higher in this range of motion. But it doesn't at all. It just uses more chest over tricep activation, and the only reason you'd get a shoulder injury is because you've got an imbalanced delt and you've got really weak rear delts or an overdeveloped front delt. That's the most biggest cause for shoulder problems when pressing. It's nothing to do with how your elbows are flared or not. It's down to muscle imbalances mainly.
I'm surprised I've still got my strength considering I literally did chest 2 days ago. I did it hard as well. I don't normally go very hard, but I did. Trend recovery is like mad if you eat right.
What do you mean, quick recovery?
Yeah, it's just time. By tomorrow, if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't even be sore. I'm going to be sore tomorrow now.
So like about the whole course and...
Yeah, I mean, it's my job. What's the point in lying? They probably know. They must know that they're looking at me that I take something. But I think that's it as well. It should be obvious that I'm taking stuff. So why lie about it?
There's quite a few people in Absolute that
deny it.
Yeah.
Just call me.
I didn't know if you had to cancel it because obviously the coronavirus fucked your weddings again, didn't they?
Oh no, our wedding's next May, so we're good.
Oh, you got loads.
Yeah.
But bit of an arch in the back there, bit further back.
Maybe even hold the handle slightly wider. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hold for 1 second, that's perfect. 3. Try and hold it at the bottom for a 10 count.
Alright, so hold it a bit out.
Do a little stretch, yeah. I'm counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. 6 more. Good. Remember, keep the elbows high. That's it. Good. Let them rest now.
Yeah,
you can do it. On flies it's easier, on press you can't hold that.
I was doing the fly one, holding it there, and I was like shaking like mad trying to hold it up.
Heavy press. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Nice, one more.
Yeah, I like the idea of the old back as well.
It makes a big difference. A lot of people don't do that, and it's where they go wrong. They think, oh, I'm doing flat bench, but they forget about everything else.
I started doing the arch on the back. We're doing the machine like flies.
Big difference.
And when you get the arch on the back, even if you go a little bit higher, you definitely feel it more than just sitting flat
You
bench.
do. Because it takes the shoulders out of it.
Yeah.
Right, on the last rep, we're going to hold it for as long as you can at the top. 5. Right, last one. Hold, really squeeze hard, really tense that neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, really slow down. Nice. That, holding it, especially little bits of that, holding it at the end for a little bit longer, it makes a big difference.
The muscles, isn't it? Yeah.
It does.
So after the muscle rounds on chest press machine, incline press, we went on to some cable flies. So with the chest press machine, just because I was talking over it, but we're basically doing 4 chunks of 6 reps to make up one 24 rep set. Really effective way of training. I'm going to need to do 2 sets of that to really get enough volume in as well as a decent weight. Then we went on to flies. As you can see, my chest is developing really fast again now. I'm actually back under a decent amount of weight, you know, and I'm training it regularly. So flies, one of my favorite exercises for developing a nice big wide chest, and the trick is take your time with the reps. Every single person I see, I swear, does chest fly reps way too quickly and doesn't actually really get much chest activation and just end up using a lot of their front delt and use a lot of momentum to move the weight. Often I will fly bare, like the same weight as someone half the size of me, and that in their head should click that maybe they're doing it wrong, but it never seems to. So yeah, tempo, really important with flies, and actually really trying to contract the chest. So then we moved on to upright flies. So this was an upper chest focused training session. With the upper flies as well, or the upper pec flies, you really want to lean back into them and stand backwards to try and pin your shoulders back almost and get your chest in front of your shoulders. When you start to lean forward, your front delt's going to take over, not as much chest is going to get activated just because of the angle. So really try and stand upright, almost lean backwards a little bit with the upright cable flies, and really squeeze and hold at the top as well and allow for a full stretch at the bottom just like normal flies. Next we went on to incline plate press to finish our chest off, and honestly this is all we needed. What we did there hit chest really hard. You don't need that many exercises often, it's just about the intensity, but also we wanted to do a full sort of arm session after the chest workout so I could take him through some arm stuff. And he only had so long on his parking ticket before he had to go, so we had to fit all this in a 3-hour window, and obviously we were chatting a lot in between, so it took a bit longer than it normally would. But yeah, incline plate press. So with this I try and, so you can see that my fingertips are like not touching the plate. I really try and push the weight with my palms and hold the weight in place only with my palms, and that way you just get even more chest activation. When you start wrapping your fingers around the top or through a hole or something and you're not pressing as hard in the middle, you're going to not be contracting your chest as hard. So sometimes it's better to use a lighter weight, squeeze with only your palms and don't wrap your fingers around than it would be me using a 20 kilo plate here and using my fingers as assistance. Wouldn't necessarily make this any harder just because of how my hands are. So next, straight on to triceps. So push downs here for rest pause sets. So I like to start triceps out generally if it's like my first exercise, a heavy pressing movement, only if I've warmed up, but sorry, not heavy pressing movement, heavy extension of some kind. So it could be overhead extensions, it could be dumbbell skull crushers, it could be lying skull crushers, or in this case tricep extensions on the cable machine with 2 rest pause sets. So essentially what we're doing is we're going heavy, we're doing a weight where we can do about 10 to 12 reps, which you just did there. Then you take 10 deep breaths rest, or about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Then you jump back in at the same weight, do as many reps as possible. Then wait to another 10 deep breaths, 20 seconds, and then do as many reps as possible again. Just a great way to overload, it's a great intensifier, and I like to do the heavy press stuff first, just to get it out of the way when you've got the strength.
I find to lean forward a little bit more, it takes the really nice exercise to even harder.
Yeah.
So you see some people lock forward.
Yeah, them last 2 reps, I know it's like carrying on a bit, but as soon as I leant over,
it just gets even harder. It just forces you to lock into the right range of motion. Give yourself like 10 seconds and then...
Yeah, go again. I'll try and get like...
Yeah, that's it. More like that, that's more. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Just little changes.
So there we were just talking about the positioning over the bar there. So yeah, we did 2 rest pause sets to start, and then we went into a triple drop set to finish this heavy sort of first tricep focused movement. So you can see how here I'm locked in over the bar, and we were talking about locking in and just trying to get that fixed range of motion. That's why a lot of people will push their torso over the bar like this and get their arms in this position, because it just really helps isolate the triceps. Sometimes when you're standing completely upright, you're more tempted to use momentum and you swing your body weight forward to push down on it. Where if you're already locked in that forward, sort of slightly leant forward position with your elbows locked in position, you're not going to use any momentum to move the weight. So you can see here it's literally all in my triceps. I'm using a tiny bit of my muscles to push this weight down, but I'm really trying to focus on just using only my triceps. Which again, a lot of people do wrong with a push down. They overload the weight. I see it all the time, people whacking max stack on the tricep extensions and then doing 0 actual tricep extensions. It's all just push their entire body weight into the ground and tear their shoulder out of their socket. Don't be one of those people, use less weight and really just focus on the contraction. It's what I've been doing a lot for triceps, and it's helped mine improve a ton. It's all about the contractions, and the more I train and the longer I train for, the more I understand and get that mind muscle connection in, and the easier I just find it to get more out of workouts. I don't seem to need to do as much volume or as many sets or have my workouts be as long, because I've been really getting better contractions in and focusing on using intensifiers, which I just talked about earlier with the rest pause and the drop sets. This exercise now is a closer press tricep, so we're trying to work on the short head tricep here because I've been neglecting it a lot. So there's a few different ways you can do this, but I have not really done it before, or not recently. I'm holding a really close grip on a straight bar like this, but I really did feel it in my short head tricep, and you can see it contracting quite nicely if I wasn't so white, unfortunately. Just one of those things. I am gonna get a tan soon, I swear to God, because you just can't see anything, can you? It's embarrassing how white I am. Got that ginger skin for days, and this is with me being outside quite a lot as well, by the way. Like, it's not like I'm a shutterbug and just stay in all the time. So then, after that, all the push downs, we went on to a tricep dip machine. This one was a plate loaded one, and it was awesome. It just seemed to have that perfect biting point, I don't know what you really want to call it, where I really felt it in my triceps. Often with these machines, I find them really hit and miss, and sometimes the handles aren't wide enough or they're too close, and you don't feel it in the right way. But this machine was awesome. I really loved it. We trained in Stackhouse Gym Westcliff, by the way. It's a nice little gym, quite close to my house. It's got a lot of these really good machines, and it's just nice to get into a different gym more often now to, you know, train with different bits of equipment. So I will be posting more videos in various gyms around this area because there's a lot of good ones, and having different bits of equipment means you can just get a totally different workout in. My gym, Welcome Gym, is fairly well equipped, but it's nice just to get to places that have machines like this that my other gym doesn't, and various other plate loaded machines. I really rate machines for training now as well, with free weights, for a lot of stuff. Just the contractions you can get on them in a fixed range of motion is really good. But you can see here we're both controlling the weight. Squeeze, slow, negative, let my tricep really stretch out, get deep, squeeze. Again, all tricep stuff. Take your time, use a slow tempo. You can see I haven't rushed a single rep in this workout. So that's all we did for triceps, but we did do 4 sets of that press, or chest dip machine, should I say. Got a really good pump on in the triceps, and then finished off with 2 bicep exercises, simply because we're short on time. and we only recorded one, which is spider curls. These are amazing. I've only started using these more recently. I've known about them for a long time, but they're just such a good way to really isolate the biceps, and you just hit them from this angle where they get a full stretch on them as well, in this like prone position. So it just gives you even more than a standing curl would give, and there's no way to cheat yourself from it because you're fixed in. And I find the squeeze you can get at peak contraction is just so amazing. It's kind of like a combo of like a preacher but not a preacher curl, and it's great. Try these out if you haven't. My clients have been really enjoying these not preacher curls, but spider curls even. Confusing myself now. And yeah, arms is luckily one body part that I haven't really struggled with, and I've been doing less biceps and triceps because my triceps used to be really lagging, and I still feel like they are slightly. I really don't struggle to grow my biceps, so I'm only chucking in like 2 or 3 bicep exercises to each arm workout, or part of an arm workout, and then the rest I'm really focused on triceps. It's also why I'm normally training triceps first in every single video you'll see me doing. You'll never see me hitting biceps first, because I want my triceps to develop more than my biceps, and it's just a general rule that whatever exercise or thing you do first in your session, your training session, is going to be the body part you develop the most. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this session with a client. Hopefully I'll get some more in soon, and I will be doing videos in other gyms. I'm leaning down nicely. I am getting myself as lean as physically possible. I've set myself a goal of 5 weeks away, basically because I'm going on holiday then. I'm going to get myself as lean as I can by then, and then straight after my holiday I'm going to get a coach, we're going to book some contests, and we're just going to do it. It looks like coronavirus is pretty much gone now, so I can kind of invest more money in a coach and not worry about it going down the drain with gyms closed again. Because that at the minute is still my kind of concern, is investing in one, because if I do, I'll buy like 4 months worth at once to really commit me. So yeah, that is the plan. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. There's lots more to come from me. I'm definitely on the up, and I'm going to do some really good things with my physique this year. Definitely I'm going to be better than I've ever been before. I just need this. That's all I want at the minute. So catch you next time.